Verse 7. God said, I form the light and create the darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. God has created all of it in the beginning so that he doesn't have to come back and recreate his creation. Really, the only time that we see God adding to his creation is when God created Eve. And God only did that because it was contingent upon Adam working out. If Adam aligns properly and he does as he was created to do, then I will create Eve. It was contingent upon Adam standing in his truth, in his creation. And after Adam showed that he was able to do that without being led to do that, he proactively took that mantle upon himself and did that. Then God could say, okay, I can now bless you with her. And how did he do it? He began naming. He took it upon himself to name things. Showing ownership. And then God says, okay, he's all right. He's going to work out. Now I'll create Eve. God saying in verse 7 that he creates everything, good and evil. Everything is God's, all of it. And so if God has created this system of things in its fullness so that nothing else needs to be added to it, everything that is needed is here now. There's nothing new that needs to be created. It's already here. Why would that? How do we know these things? If Adam was created to grow into a God, which he was, then there are tiers to Adam's development. At certain tiers, Adam eats baby food because he can only sustain that at that level. But then when he breaks past certain tiers, now he can have table food. Well, there are other beings on this planet that are not Adams. You have the fallen ones that ascended just like Adam did. They went through the same process. Yet we don't know the story. Was there any break in their creation? How did that happen? We don't really know the fullness of that. But we know that they're here. And that they ascended also. And in them ascending, they've grown from baby food, lesser forms of knowledge, to table food, higher forms of knowledge. And when you grow in that aspect, there are aspects of good and aspects of evil that you can intermingle with one another to create a whole thing. This is balance. But it was designed to be used in a balanced way. Yet, if you take one out of balance and they fall from their respective space into this prison, they call it a prison to the fallen ones, that scale of good and evil that was supposed to be balanced is now tilted. It's completely tilted. So there's complete imbalance. So what God created in wholeness to be good, to be like a warm summer night. That's that mid place between both extremes. Has now been tilted in certain instances, depending upon people you interact with. Because everyone in this realm is not a fallen angel, and everyone in this realm is not an Adam. And to the fallen ones that fell into this prism, or this prison they call a prison, I saw on social media, they said, oh, Earth is a prison. And I thought, no, Earth is somewhat a prism. It's a reflective space of light. It's the emanation of light and its beauty and bounty. All the things we see in this world are reflective of what light births. And if you think this is a prison, like people try to say, well, surely I sure want to know what heaven looks like, friend. Because this is a beautiful place. This is a beautiful place. These levels, this scale of good and evil, and all points in between, all the points in between these two extremes is expansive enough to meet all of our needs in this realm. This is the beauty of God. It's expansive enough to meet all of our needs. You can get every bit of your need met with this scale. And God says here, I created all of these things. It's just that you're out of balance. You're teetering on one side more than the other. And when you teeter on the wicked side, you're bound to the laws and the constraints of that temperature scale. It's too hot. It's too extreme for you because it wasn't created for you. Just as if you teeter on the good side too long. Too much of anything is not good. And you become constrained by the extremes of that environment. So if you teeter on the wicked side too much, you make that your focus. Why would you do that? Well, because the fallen ones fell. And God said that they were cursed to become evil spirits. They were cursed to become that. So anyone that aligns to that must align to that vibration. It comes with the territory. And in that territory, you are bound to that extreme, which is not conducive to your creation. So now you are bound to experiences that force you to react and to make decisions that you normally wouldn't have made had you not been in that area of the scale. Had you not been on that extreme side, you wouldn't have made those extreme decisions. And then the birth of those extreme decisions birth other extreme decisions. You have a whole family of extreme decisions that you're birthing because you're on the extreme side of a scale that you were designed to stay right in the middle of. Levels. This is my word for y'all today. I just wanted to come on and offer up a